West Virginia. It's a dark, sort of cold, rainy day. Good day to get some sleep. I'm going to take a nap, actually. I got the dogs. They've been napping for a while. Uh, I'll tell you something interesting. It's raining like hell, but the pool guy came with his assistant to fix I don't know, something inside the pool. My wife handles that stuff. It broke. And I said, you guys can come back another day. It's all right. I mean, it's not that important, for God's sakes, to stand the soaking rains. No, that's fine. And I understood why it was fine. They got in the pool. so, so I suppose getting, rain on you doesn't really matter. Anyway, let's move along here to mostly Florida, to a guy named Tommy Agro. He was a hood with the Gambinos. He stood 5 feet 5 inches tall. He was called as Tommy Tipp, is what he liked to be called, and he used the alias Tommy Ambrosio. Ambrosio is a common name in organized crime in New York. There were actual hoods named Ambrosio. A lot of them just, I think, liked the sound of the name, and they took it as their alias. I don't know what it means in Italian. I suspect some sort of flower, Ambrosio, to grow or something like that. I have a little Latin. I don't know Italian, but they're related. Argo is on record as the killer of Tommy DeSimone. Remember him? He was the guy played in GoodFellas, played by Joe Pesci. In reality, he was nothing like the character played by Joe Pesci. Argo claimed that he killed DeSimone's brother, Anthony. DeSimone was a member of he was an associate of the Lucchese Crime Family. But he was obnoxious. He was a loudmouth. Officially, he's listed as missing, not dead. He's dead, I gather. So if Argo, it's true that Argo said he was the murderer. He killed Simone out of revenge for unsanctioned murders of two Gambino operatives who were both friends of John Gotti. And he had attempted to rape Henry Hill's wife. That didn't go over well. So, according to Henry Hill, in December of 1978, or maybe January 1979, DeSimone got a call. He said, "We're going to make you into the Lucchese family." This is all in the film. He was supposed to be made. Peter Vario, who was Paul Vario's son, and Bruno Facciolo, Faccioli, Facciolo. They picked him up and they drove him to his probable death. A more reliable source on this is a guy named Joe Dogs. He was Joe Dogs Iannuzzi, who reported that Argo told him that he murdered DeSimone as well as DeSimone's brother Anthony, and he probably killed the third brother, according to Joe Dogs, Robert. He killed Robert DeSimone as well because he said, Argo said, they were federal informants and he got permission to murder him. Joe Dog said that Argo would often joke about having a DeSimone trifecta. Nice guy. Agro was brought up under mob royalty. He was sponsored into the family about 1975 by Joe N. Gallo, who was smart enough to serve as consigliere in 3 different bosses. And he placed Agro in a crew led by Joe Armone, who later became the underboss of the family. I should point out that Gallo died in prison while he was on release from a mercy pass. He had cancer. And Armone died in prison as well. Agro more or less moved from New York to Palm Beach, where he ran a massive, lucrative bookmaking and gambling operation for the family. And he was doing business with Joe Dogs. And he gave Joe Dogs some seed money to start a gambling operation. For whatever reason, it never took off. Joe Dogs, I don't know, maybe he spent the money, who knows what happened, but the money disappeared. So Argo tracked him down to a pizzeria and beat him with a baseball bat. On a 1-to-1 fight, I don't think he would have won. Argo was 5'5", as I said. Joe Dogs was a boxer in the U.S. Army, a damn good boxer, too. So had it been a fair fight, that wouldn't have happened. But, it wasn't a fair fight. So it was a mistake to beat Joe Dogs, because as soon as he could walk again, he had enough. He went to the FBI, and that led to Argo being prosecuted for a loan sharking, extortion, and attempted murder of Joe Dogs. So stupidly, Argo goes on the run, and he hides out in Quebec. But he was arrested. They found him without a lot of problem. And they sent him back to the U.S. He did 15 years. He was sentenced to 15 years. He died in 1987 of inoperable brain cancer. This is a tape of Agro talking to Joe Dogs, threatening him over the phone. Hold on a second. I'll play it.
And he wanted to see me. He was in Singer Island in Don's Italian restaurant. And I opened the door, and there was Tommy A. was standing there with two guys behind him, dressing him, smiling. Walked up, stuck my hand out to shake hands with him, and I saw an object coming towards my forehead. And the next thing I knew, I was on the ground being kicked and beat with a bat and a pipe. Agro had a cleaver in his hand like this, his arm cocked and ready just to come down and chop my hand off. And when she let out an ear-shrieking scream, that he looked up, he dropped the cleaver, and the three of them ran out of there. I passed out. I woke up in the hospital 2 days later, and I heard a voice, which happened to be a nurse, saying hello, and then saying he just passed away. It was real funny, you know, and I jumped up. I jumped up like that and said that I'm not dead.
You had all fucking Florida, but you didn't want nobody around you. You kept everything nice and sneaky and quiet. For fucking 10 years you did this. And then the longest thing and the worst thing you ever did, you went and fucked me. Me, that was your fucking stonewall. All you did was see who you gonna rob and put in your pocket and lie to me and hide from me. And that's all you fucking did. Lie, double bang everybody. So you wound up where you are all alone. I told you this last year. You keep fucking with me, and I'm gonna leave you all by yourself. Let me tell you something, my friend. I liked you very much, and you got away with murder from me. But I always felt one day you'll turn and you'll be a fucking man with me. Because I respected you and made a fucking man out of you all over Florida. I figured one day you'll come to your senses. I missed you 3 times. When I got you that day, I missed you 2 times before that. I was down there twice before that looking for you. You're only alive, my friend, because Don's wife walked in.
That's
the
keep
only
talking,
reason
keep
you're alive.
talking.
You ain't supposed to be alive. Because I was making an example out of you for any motherfucker that tried it on me again. You understand? So the only reason you're still alive, don't think because we stopped. It was because that woman walked in the door. Today you would have been gone. You weren't supposed to walk away no more. You me, and that was the worst thing you ever did. I got guys with me that'll eat your eyes out of your head. And they're as loyal as a mother. And they got balls the size of cows. I would take them tomorrow and tell them, come on, load up, we're gonna blow this whole joint. They'll walk in and blast everybody. With no hesitation, no nothing, and don't look for nothing besides it.